Well, it was a tremendously dramatic morning here on Rally Japan. In the afternoon, though, this was really what we were looking out for. Thierry Neuville was on an absolute charge, really quick through the opening stage of the afternoon. This here, though, is 100 metres into stage 6, the second stage of the afternoon. Literally the start line even, just round the corner there. Yeah, too much speed and something's caught him out. There's a compression. We'll find out shortly from Thierry. Quite some compression. Have a look back there. I don't know if you can pick that out on the shot there, but that's quite a compression there at the bottom. I suspect, but we will find out from Thierry what's happened, that compression has just thrown the car across the road and he's not made it round the corner. Again, let's take a look round the other side of the car before they pull it out here. Let's have a look at the damage. Oh yeah, but that's look at that wheel there, stuck in that side. Goodness me, it's well and truly embedded in there. Jeez, but it's not damage that will not see him returning tomorrow. I'm pretty certain that that's repairable. Thierry, we're trying to work out what's happened here. Just the conditions today have been so difficult. Looks like that compression down there perhaps just caught you out. Is that what happened?
Yeah, exactly. I just had a bit too much energy into the compression. I bottomed and it kicked me out the line. So obviously there was no real space for going wide. So yeah, it was a immediate stop.
It was clearly going so well this afternoon. The previous, let's watch this. Now, just making sure. I imagine, is it handbrake? Maybe taking the. Maybe it was in gear. Maybe the handbrake was on. I don't know. Oh, I hate this. The sound of the crunch. Let's watch and see. That is the sweeper truck. Tremendously capable truck, that is. Quite some power. And the guys that are operating the sweeper, they all know how to do these things. It's just so slippery. It's so slippery. Gotta say, that rear wheel is fairly well dug in the back there. Martin, at what point did you know that maybe things were going wrong in this stage? Right off the start line, did you feel that it was... Did you feel the compression more than you were expecting to feel it?
Not so much, but Thierry was quite surprised by it, and yeah, then it's going so quick, so it was over very fast. So.
I was just before they started pulling the car there, I was about to ask Thierry about the previous stage, because it did seem to be going really well. You guys seemed to have a lovely rhythm. It was a great time through the previous stage. The opportunity was there to push for the lead.
Yeah, but the rhythm was not crazy, because at the finish we even said, I don't know if this is okay or not. So it's hard to say if you are going in a good rhythm or not. So with these conditions, it's difficult.
Maybe one of the most challenging days in terms of the conditions that you've seen?
Yeah, definitely.
This morning was just, it was bonkers, wasn't it?
No, it was dangerous in my opinion. So glad that they decided to cancel that last stage, because even on road modus we saw that it was really tricky, and if these things are happening in Formula 1, it's red flagged immediately, and here we need to discuss, and I mean there is a limit somewhere.
There really is, and I think we did reach that limit this morning. Very bad luck, Martin. Thank you for talking to us. Now, it is quite some effort to get this car out. Properly planted on that dip. There's a very, very big lip there, and it's almost as if it's been dug in. You know, I imagine they tried. Did you try to get it out at all?
No.
No? So that's where it ended up. Yeah, that front right wheel was front left wheel was stopping them from even trying to get the car out. No. Nope, that is not going anywhere right now. It's going to require someone with a little... Look at this. Look at that. It's dug in at the back here now. Look at this. Yeah, this back wheel now is properly dug in, unfortunately. Might have to wait for a recovery truck. Need to be so careful. We saw this at the site of the Sordo and Formeau incident. You can't get these cars out without doing a little bit more damage, but you want to minimise the extra damage that you might cause. Every part on this car is expensive. It really is. And if you can get away with as little damage as possible in recovering it, that's really important. Sounds as if a recovery truck is on its way. Yep, that big Toyota is very, very capable, very powerful. But as we saw, trying to get traction, trying to get grip on the slippery road with these pine needles. We've got on a new bit of tar here as well. That's a common factor. We talked to Oshie about the new tar. There's another new bit of tar here. It was new tar that caused that issue with Sordo and Formeau and Katsuta. Thierry, you've had...
No.
You've had a look, you've had a wee talk with the sweeper car crews. What's the thinking about how you're going to get this out?
I have no clue. We will find a way, that's for sure. There have been cars deeper in the ditch than us.
There are 2 cars, I think, still in a river up there. Yeah. But that will also be an issue. Yeah, I think there's a truck on its way, so they're going to need a bit more power by the looks of things.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult. Difficult indeed. Okie dokie.
We need to fix it in there.
Yeah, presenting issues, clearly, for Thierry and Martin. They want to get back to service. They want to get the car back to service. Crumbs, let's have a look. Let's see whether my genius engineering brain can work this one out. No. No. It is well and truly wedged in, isn't it? It is going to have to come backwards before it goes sideways or forwards. Again, I know what I would do. Elliot, do you want to come and hear my thoughts on what I would do? Where you're standing there, it's all about cantilevers. I'd put a chain around that tree, and I'd use that tree to pull it backwards, and then I'd pull it this way, and then we'll be out. It's not quite as easy as that, is it, Thierry? It's not as easy as that. Oh dear. It's always a sad sight, always a terribly sad sight. And Thierry, we're just pointing out there to our viewers that it's not dissimilar to the site where Sordo and where Formeau went off, in that it was this new shiny tarmac that was there as well with the water that made it exceptionally slippery. Do you think that played a part in you coming off, or was it was it the compression?
I just hit the compression. There were big marks on the road when...
How much quicker were you than the first time through this stage?
Well, not the same conditions, I don't know. Right. Probably like 10, 15k, 10k.
Oh dear, and you knew straight away you'd made a mistake. It was desperate to see on the onboards. Let's have a look at that then. Let's go down here and have a look at that compression. It's quite a dip, as you can see. There's the start line up there. So Thierry and Martin have powered off the start line, quite literally where those white vans are on the right-hand side. They've come down. They're holding that boost, perhaps, from the hybrid unit, and they're turning in here. So they've come down really quickly. Thierry's looking to hit this apex and just take the car maybe slightly across to the other side of the road. He's hit this compression, and it's thrown the car across onto this side of the road. Clearly, he's got it a little bit of an angle, but no, bang! It slipped off that ledge, that lip, and into the tree. And that is where it has sat for the last 2 hours, unfortunately. A little bit of sunshine just coming through the trees here. The sun is beginning to set. How long is it going to take these guys to get this car out? Well, we might have to leave them, sadly. But there we are. As always, we can't thank the boys enough for giving us their time. There aren't many sports where you can do that. This is one of the things about rallying. Desperately bad luck for Martin and Thierry. Little mistake, off, end of their day. Well, fair play to this gentleman here and his incredible recovery truck. That was some demonstration of professionalism. He really absolutely knew what he was doing, took his time, got it right. Thierry's car is on the back of his truck and heading back to service. Fingers crossed we will see him back out again tomorrow morning.
So Dirtfish HQ has filled up. There's now 5 of us in the car instead of 3.
And we thought that the first stage in the morning was scary, but I drive with Colin Clark is another level.
That's so unfair.